available there. So in some point of time, we will have our EC2 instance created, then we'll be using it, right? So for now, you can cross this, you can go to services and you can choose EC2. So you are in EC2 dashboard now. All here?
Yeah.
Okay, so please click on running instances. So you have no instance here. So you'll be choosing launch instance. Please click on launch instance. Then you see here, choose an Amazon machine image, right? So you know what is AMI, right? It's image of your server, right? So now we are going to choose Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8, right? Backed by SSD volume, right? And HVM virtualization, right? And then we have the AMI ID. This is 64-bit x86 platform, right? So we'll be choosing x86 64-bit platform, and then this will be free tier eligible. If you just click on free tier only, it will show only for free tier only, right? So you have various options here. So out of which you just see here, community AMI, AWS marketplace, my AMI. So when you get some time, you can just click on that. You can check. No, from here also you can check owned by me. So nothing is there, right? Correct. So we are not choosing that. What we are doing is we are choosing free tier provided by Red Hat. Okay, so just click on this, select. You choose Red Hat, click on select x86. Now you see instance type we were discussing yesterday, right? So you see here the family is general purpose. So this is general purpose instances, right? So this is T2 micro. So there is only no instance available for free tier. Micro instances are eligible for AWS free tier uses, right? For 12 months, you'll get 750 hours. So let's choose T2 micro, right? And then click on configure instance details. Click there. Then in third step, we have chosen AMI, we have chosen instance type, and we are on the third step to configure the instance. All on this page?
Yes, Harish.
Yes.
Okay. So here you choose number of instances 1. You can launch multiple instances as well. However, we are choosing only one instance. We are launching only one instance as of now. Sorry. So we are not requesting for any spot instances. We'll look at what are spot instances, and then network, let it be default, VPC, subnet. Here only I was telling. See, subnet, no preference. Default subnet in any availability zone, right? So what will happen? Here, region is Ohio, right? And I'm not choosing any subnet. I can choose, I have options, right? 2B, 2A, 2C, right? So I can choose here, for my instance to be created in 2A, right? 4090 IP address, or I can say choose 2C, or I can simply say no preference. All are okay for me, whether it is 2A or 2B or 2C, doesn't matter. So wherever Amazon has more resources available, right? I'm giving them the choice to create this instance anywhere, wherever they wish, right? So it doesn't matter to me. Anyways, my EFS is available in all the 3 availability zones for me. So I'm simply not giving any preference, right? Or to assign public IP right? Use subnet setting. So whatever is the subnet setting, so let it be. So by default it is enabled. Leave it as it is. Capacity reservation we are not doing. So you know, learn about the reserved instances and spot instances, right? And then you have IAM role, right? I'm not creating any IAM role. Okay. So shutdown behavior, let it be stop. I don't want to choose terminate. So whenever I shut down, it should stop. It should not terminate. Now I have stop, hibernate behavior, enable termination protection, protect against accidental termination. If you just choose this and when you try to terminate, that time it will warn you, please go and remove this option. Otherwise, you will not be able to terminate your instance. So anyways, I'm not going to terminate it accidentally. So I'm not using this option. Monitoring, right? Tenancy, elastic inference, you just leave it as it is for now. You have T2, T3 unlimited, right? So this feature also I'm not going to use because it will give unlimited capacity whenever there is need. So secret utilization will go high, right? So this one I will just leave it as it is. So all these are charges applied. Please just leave it as it is. Then comes the file system. So this file system here is related to EFS file system. You see this, it says specify Amazon EFS file system to mount to your instance to enable traffic between the instance and the file systems. The file systems must have a security group that allows inbound access for the TCP protocol on the NFS port from the instance, and the instance must have a security group that allows outbound access to the mount targets on the NFS port. You can relate to this. We have given the inbound access on the EFS for our Linux instance, right? And on our Linux instance, we have outbound access to reach out to the NFS port. So we have allowed all traffic outside from our Linux instance. We can go out and we can use the NFS port, right, on the NFS share, right? So this is here, you just click on add file system. As soon as you click on add file system, you get only one option because we have only one file system, right? Correct?
Yes, correct.
So now it says MNT EFS FS1, it will be created, right? So this file system will be created on /MNT/EFS/FS1. So just remember this path, right? And just go down, right? And see metadata, accessible, enable, metadata version, metadata token response, user data. So if you just look at this user data, it says as text, right? So somewhere you might have seen like something like bootstrapping. So whatever commands you are putting here, whatever user data you are putting here, right, that will be performed on all the instances that you are creating. So you can put a set of rules here as a file, you can put as a text, you can put. So just see here, I'm creating only one instance. So on one instance, all these things will be done. Say like once my system is installed, right, that time what will happen? It will do some configuration. What it will do? It is select package update true, package upgrade, right, true. So some packages will be updated and upgraded. Run cmd. So this command will be run. What command will be run? Yum install -y Amazon EFS utils, apt get -y install this, yum install -y NFS utils, apt get. So this is some general set of commands. Those commands will be run, right? So these packages will be installed, right? Yum install -y NFS -utils. So this command, if you run on the command line on any of the Red Hat Unix machine, Red Hat Linux machine, so this NFS utils RPM will be installed, right? This EFS utils RPM will be installed. So these packages will be installed. Then it will create some directory, EFS mount point 1, whatever. This will take the value from here, right? And it will create all these things. it will make one new entry, whatever is the mount point given, that mount point, it will put an entry in etc fs tab, right? And then it will put all these things, and then it will test whether it has been mounted or not, right? So it will just do mount -a. That means whatever will be written in the fs tab, everything will be mounted. All the file systems will be mounted. So this is under user data. It is used, this particular space is used for running a common set of scripts or commands or similar action which you want to perform on hundreds of machines together, maybe, right? Whenever you are launching new instances, say like you are launching 100 instances in place of one instance, everywhere this will be done. You don't have to log into each and every system and again do the same thing, right? So whatever you want to do in common, right, the user data was automatically generated. It includes the commands needed to mount the specified file system to enable editing. Choose edit. You want to edit, you can choose edit, and you can just edit it, and you can just customize it as well. So for now, we'll leave it as it is. All good on this page so far, like whatever I have chosen, you have also chosen?
Yes, yeah.
All clear? Everyone got this?
Yes.
Yeah. Confirm?
Yes, Harish.
Okay, perfect. So now we click on add storage. Please do not click on review and launch. Please click on add storage. So when you click on add storage, so here you see, right, you have option of root volume. So this is, you cannot change anything here. This is the root volume that is coming from the image. We have chosen the image. For Windows, you might have seen Dev SDA1 was 30 GB in size, right? And here it is 10 GB in size, right? So please notice volume type, you have option GP2, IO1 and magnetic. 3 options you are getting here for this particular AMI. This is supporting these 3 things. So you can change whenever you are creating an instance from an image, you can change, right? This GP2 is the default one, right? General purpose SSD. Yesterday we were discussing about provisioned IOPS, PIOPS, IO1 and GP2. So this is the GP2, right? Which is by default here. So I was talking about one point of time about delete on termination. You see this option. You can tick mark, you cannot, you can just avoid it. So you just look at this. This is delete on termination. What does it mean? Whenever you are terminating, for many of you, just when you terminated your instance, right, what happened? Your EBS volume was terminated. So this 10 GB is related to the instance that you are going to create. So when you try to terminate your instance, this volume should be terminated along with that EC2 instance, or it should remain. It should not be terminated. That is decided by this tick mark. If you tick mark, this volume will also be deleted, right? So in most of the use cases, this can be chosen because it may not be relevant to keep the root volume if you are getting rid of the instance, right? So you can choose this. And still after choosing this, if you don't want to delete, then you know how to do it, right? You can detach it and then you can terminate the instance and then you can use that, right? So I'll choose this option. I recommend you also choose this option, okay? Now, here you have add new volume option. Click on add new volume option. You see EBS is written here, right? Right? So you have only EBS option here for adding storage. That was SDA1. This is SDB, right? And here you see 8 GB came. I'll change it to 1 GB, right? So as soon as I choose 1 GB, I should not have this option. Actually, this is 4 GB minimum. It should. Okay, it is taking. Okay, so while enhancing, it will ask for 4 GB minimum. So as of now, it's taking. But anyways, I'm not going to choose this PIOPS. So you see these options, general purpose SSD, right? So on one of our slides, right, it's talking about choosing these options, right? General purpose SSD or provisioned IOPS or cool HDD throughput optimized, magnetic standard. You remember yesterday we discussed each one of these 5 options.
Yes.
Right? So you can choose any of the volume types offered by this particular EBS, right? So these are the various types. So for us, this SSD is okay. Just be careful, choose only 1 GB and make it SSD, right? And this also you can say like delete on termination, or you can skip it. You can simply leave it like that also, right? So you don't want to delete on termination, then you can simply leave it like that, right? So this will remain, right? Now I'm not encrypting this one, and I'll say add tags. Okay, please click on add tags. You click on add tags, right? So you have key value pair, right? So you just add a tag. So I'll just say name and value I'll give. So for my instance, I'll say Linux -RHEL. I'll just say Linux, Red Hat Linux. I'll say like that, or maybe I can just say RHEL. That should be enough. I'll just say RHEL. Okay. Now this RHEL will go to instances and to volumes as well. So that is possible. If I just want, for instance, I can say RHEL. For volumes, I can avoid it. I can add another tag, right? I can say name, right? And here I can say, right, RHEL all, and then I can choose this volume. I can just remove this one. This is also possible. You understood?
Yes, Harish.
Okay, so you can add tag like that.
Yeah.
You can simply choose like the first one, just you can choose both, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So anything is fine here. Please choose some tag, right? And then you can click on configure security group. Please click on configure security group. As soon as you choose that, right? So it says select an existing security group or create a new security group. So here you choose select on existing security group because we have created one for us in advance, right? So that one is this last one, Linux-SZ for me. So it says SSH for me. So this is needed. I need SSH, right? I want to SSH to this instance from my local system, right? So for that, I have chosen this option where I have allowed my IP address to connect to this particular instance using 422, right? So please choose this option, everyone. Choose only one, Linux-SZ. Please confirm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So now after this, you just have to say review and launch, and here you just have option to review instance type as T2 micro, security group as Linux SZ, and which is allowing 22 from my laptop, and instance details. I just see some whatever choices we had done. Under storage, I see one root volume by default, which is coming from the AMI, that is 10 GB, and I also see one EBS volume, right, that is of 1 GB size, that is also of type general purpose, right, GP2, right, SSD. Delete on termination, I have chosen no, right, whatever you have chosen doesn't matter, right? So now you can accordingly, it will have the implication. So when you are choosing like yes, that means it will be deleted when you delete the instance. If you're choosing no, it will not be deleted. You have to go and manually delete it. So I choose no, I will manually delete it. Now I have two tags as well, right? One for instance, one for volume. And with these options, I click on launch. As soon as I click on launch, still there is something left, right? And that is how do I connect to the instance, right? What are the options? So we were discussing about the key value pair yesterday, the public and the private key pair, right? Where we will be keeping the private key, public key will be kept on the server, right? And then using the private key, we will be getting authenticated. We'll just apply the private key and get authenticated. So now choose an existing key pair. It is saying some Windows 10 2019 something. I'm not doing that. I'm choosing create a new key pair. So please choose create a new key pair and then name this key pair as RHEL-KP. RHEL-KP. RHEL key pair. Okay. Now, once you have chosen create a new key pair and you have given some name to that key pair, say like RHEL-KP, right? Now you have to download the key pair, right? Click on download key pair. As soon as you click there, it will ask for saving one .pem file with the same name as RHEL-KP.pem. Whatever name you have given, with that name it has come. Now it is asking to save the file. So where do I save? That I have to remember, right? So please save it, right? For me, it is going to ask where I want to save it. So I'll just say AWS KT 8th August. Then I'll be saving in this one, this tools. So I have this directory where I have tools, I have that Windows thing, right? And now this is rhlkp.pem. So I'll just save it here, right? And I'll just remember it, right? This location. Okay. Now, after downloading the key, then only you should click on launch instances. If you don't download the key, you will not be able to connect to your instance, right? So a key pair consists of public key that AWS stores and a private key that you store, correct? So what I have downloaded is a private key or public key?
Private.
Correct. So private key is not to be shared with anybody. That is a secret key. Together, they allow you to connect to the instance securely. For Windows AMIs, the private key file is required to obtain the password used to log into your instance. So this you have already seen, right? You have downloaded the password using the key. For Linux, what is needed? Private key file allows you to securely SSH into your instance. So directly you can use the key and connect to the EC2 instance, right? So now just say launch instances. All of you have downloaded the private key?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So once you have downloaded, please click on launch instances. So it says your instances are now launching, right? Ours is only one, still it is saying your instances because there can be many options. In place of one, we could have chosen 10, 20, 30, whatever, right? So it says your instances are now launching, right? So the following instance launches have been initiated. So just click on this link and then there is a filter where it will be showing your instance is running. Initializing status check is initializing. Okay. So all of you can see this page.
Yes.
Okay, so if you just here, if you look at this search bar where there is a filter, you cross this filter, then it will show all the instances, but we have only one, so it is showing only one here. Now, while it is initializing, please take a look at this this pane where it is just saying IPv4 public IP. There is a public IP, public DNS. So this is a public DNS name. fully qualified public host name, right? So using this, you can connect to your instance, or using this public IP, you can connect to your instance, right? Elastic IP, it says none, right? So when we create elastic IP, we'll see, we'll get one, right? Here you see availability zone, it got created in 2B, right, for me, right? So my availability zone, it has taken 2B by default, right? Security group, here you see the very first one, it says Linux SG, right? You can view inbound, outbound rules from here as well, or you can go in the left side under the network and security, you have security group option, or when you are on the EC2 dashboard. So on this dashboard, before you click on running instance, you have security group option here as well, right? So we are now in this place, right? So here it says 2 of 2 checks passed. The same thing for all of you. Please confirm.
Yeah. Yes.
All of you got 2 of 2 checks passed. Please confirm.
Yes.
Okay, Sridevi, it's good for you. Prashant, it's good.
Yes.
Pradeep,
Not yet.
for Subhaya, it is taking some time. So I think it will
Yeah.
come. Pradeep, it has come. 2 of 2 checks passed.
Where is that, Harish?
EC2 dashboard you go, then click on running instances.
Right.
There you will see here status checks.
Okay, status check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. For me, it is showing Harish passed.
Okay, perfect. Pradeep, please check.
Yeah. Now it is passed. Now it was.
Now it is passed. So it will take some time. Once the instance is completely installed, right? Then it will check whether the any issue with the file system, whether any IP is reachable, server is reachable or not, pingable or not. All those things it will check, and then it will say, okay, fine, it is good. Now you can connect to the instance, right? So what would be needed is public DNS, and you will also require a tool, right, to connect to the instance, right? So for connect, you have option here, connect, right? When you click on connect, you see standalone SSH client, you have option to connect like this using the PEM directly, or you will have option to download Putty and then use it. So what we are going to do is we are going to download Putty, and using Putty you will be connecting to the instance. So for that you have to download Putty. So you can open any of the browser, right? And in that browser you can go to putty.org. You can go to putty.org, right? So for downloading Putty, you can download Putty at this location. Click on that here, and you will reach to this website, greenend.org, right? So please come to this website. This is open source reliable tool, right? Just for connecting to your instance, right? So this is time tested, right? And no issue with this, right? So you can download this, but this installer you should not download. This will install in your machine, right? So no need to download the installer. What we need is just a binary, just some executable, which will be used for connecting to the instance, right? So please come down. It will say alternative binary files, right? So under that alternative binary file, you have option putty.exe. One thing you just see SSH and telnet client itself. Another thing what we need to download is puttygen.exe, RSA and DSA key generation utility. So we will also require this key generation utility, right? Not for generating the key, because already we have key, just for converting the key type, right? Because the key that we have received is in .pem format, right? what we need is PPK format, right? Which format we want? PPK, right? And who will use that PPK format? This putty.exe, right? That will be used with this. So let's download this puttygen.exe 64-bit. Just click on this puttygen.exe. All of you please see where it is. Under this alternative binary files, you have to download two things. First thing is puttygen.exe 64-bit puttygen.exe. Just now see this option. Click on that option. It's asked to download. So I'll download in desktop. Hit the batch tools. This puttygen.exe, right? I'll say save. It is downloaded, right? This puttygen.exe is downloaded. Now I'll also download this putty.exe 64-bit here, this putty.exe option, the first option, here the second last option, and here the first option. Under first you have the 64-bit option, so I'll go for 64-bit putty.exe and download this. So all of you, once download, please let me know. It's downloaded for me. Once it is downloaded,
Yes.
this browser. Okay, so all good. Who all have downloaded? Who has not downloaded so far?
Downloaded, Harish.
Downloaded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So as you have downloaded, so we'll go to this puttygen.exe, right? So go to that puttygen.exe, just see the option there. Right, so what I will do is I just take, so you just see here this option. What are the options? Generate a public private key pair. This is for generating. So we don't want to generate it. What we want to do, we want to convert it from .pem to .ppk. So PEM is the older version of privacy enhanced mail, right? Now this .ppk would be putty private key, right? So putty will understand putty private key option, that is ppk. So this tool is used for generating a pair of key, public and private key pair. So if you click on generate and then just you provide some randomness by moving your mouse or something, then you can generate a key pair where you'll get a public key and private key. That is not the purpose here, right? So what is the purpose? We have already the private key with us that was generated when we launched the instance. Public key is already kept in the server. We cannot have different public key or something we cannot generate here, right? So what we need here is we need to convert our private key into .ppk extension to be understood by Putty, another tool for connecting to the instance. So this tool is only one time required just for converting PEM to EPK. Making sense? Everyone? So what we are going to do? Not going to generate. We are going to click on load. Please click on load. Right? On the load, you have option to go to desktop. Here, choose the path where you had downloaded. So it's looking for PPK. I say all file. So what I'm going to load here, all files I have chosen. So I have option for PEM. Just look somewhere here, you see. rhlkp.pem. This is what we had downloaded. Correct? So
actually, my system,
yeah.
The 64 is not able to run. Can I download 32-bit?
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Okay, then I'll have to download it again. Just
yeah. Putty.org, you please go. And then click on one hyperlink on the top. Then we'll go to green end at website.
Yeah, the first one to download, no, Putty.exe.
Yeah. Please download the 32-bit. Okay, so for all others, you have no. You are here. You are choosing that PEM. You are loading it, right? So just double click. It says successfully imported foreign key, OpenSSH SSH2 private key, old PEM format. To use this key with Putty, you need to use save private key command to save it in Putty's own format, that is PPK, right? PPK means Putty private key. So say OK. Now we clicked on load and we got the same .pem content here, right, which has come from the Amazon. We have downloaded.
First you should click Putty Gen, right?
First we have to click on Putty Zen. You have Putty Zen also 32-bit?
Yeah, I downloaded just now.
Okay, so now you double click on Putty Gen. And then you will reach to this generator option. There you click on load.
Okay.
Now you look for the .pem you had downloaded, linux-kp.pem or something.
Yes.
Please choose that.
Okay.
So it will say like successfully imported. Is it saying like that?
Right.
Say okay. Then on this page it will be similar to how it is there on the this one. Exactly same thing will come to you, right? Now what you have to do, just see here, public key for pasting into OpenSSH authorized key file, whatever some information, whatever something has come here. Now it says key fingerprint. Now it says file command, key passphrase, confirm passphrase. So a lot of other things are there, but we are not interested in anything else, right? So what we are going to save is private key. What we are going to save is private key. Let it be RSA, let it be 2048. What we are going to click now, first we click load, and second thing we are going to click is save private key. Please click on save private key. Don't click anywhere. Please click on save private key option. Once you say save private key, it says, are you sure you want to save this key without a passphrase to protect it? I say yes. Now within that tool, right, now I have this option, right? So I'll say RHEL, right, hyphen KP dot, right, PPK. It will be PPK, or you don't have to put that name PPK. Simply say RHEL hyphen KP, RHEL hyphen KP, just like that. You just give a name, save as type PPK it should be. Once you are here, please let me know, all of you. Click on save. Okay, once you choose a file name, right, then you choose PPK. You say click on save. Okay, once you have saved it, there is no use of this Putty key generator. Please close it. Okay, now we can just review. Here you will have kp.pem and kp.ppk also, right? So this ppk is going to be useful to us, right? So you can take this putty.exe maybe on your desktop. So what I will do, I have some putty.exe or something. So I will just move that. I'll show you the fresh one. So see here, I have I have just downloaded that putty.exe. That putty.exe only I'm cutting and pasting on my desktop here. Just see this. So nothing else I have done. Just as you have done, I have also done. Right now, I will leave that PPK here only, wherever it is. Now I will close this. Right. So now I need to connect it to the instance. Right? So what is the public IP address? So that we have to copy. Just copy this public IP address and then come back, double click this putty, put that public IP address here. Okay. Just paste that public IP address here in the IP address list. Let the port be 22. Right. Go to SSH, click on auth. Right. Just see what we did. Under connection, SSH, auth. Auth needs to be selected. You don't have to open that. Just let it be selected. Please come to this point, everyone. After pasting the public IP here in the session tab, right? Please come down and expand this connection. Then expand this SSH. In that you have auth option. Auth for authentication, right? So option controlling SSH authentication. So all of you are here in auth section.
Yes, Harish.
Yes.
Prashant?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. In that auth section, you have no option for browsing. So click on browse, right? Then on the desktop, wherever you had saved that, right? You see that PPK option is coming by default, right? Because it's looking for that PPK. So rhl-kp.ppk. Just select that, double click or click on open. As soon as you just do that, it will be shown. The path will be shown here. It says private key file for authentication. So you are loading that file, keeping that file in that Putty configuration, right? So that you can connect to the instance. All of you done? This path is coming.
Yes.
Everyone, please confirm.
Yes.
Okay, good. So now you have this. There are a couple of other options also that you can look at, right? But for now we are fine. So we'll see it later. So click on session again. You can save this session also. So here you can choose like RHEL, right? Simply you can say RHEL and you can click on save. RHEL you have chosen and click on save. So this RHEL will come in the list. You see here RHEL has come, correct? So this will be useful for future. Again, next time when we try to connect to this particular instance, we will simply choose this RHEL and we click on load next time. So it will be loaded. If you want to do some modification with that, so like something related to window, lines of scroll back. If you want to scroll more, so I want to scroll more. So I'll choose a bigger number, bigger scrolling option I will have, right? So a lot of things are there. Appearance, if you want to change the font size. So you can simply go to appearance. You can choose some 16 size maybe. I'll choose. So font 16, like that you have options here, right? So you can choose all these things. You have selections, you have connection. You just see this connection, right? Data, right? Look at this connection and data. You have auto login username. So if you put that auto login username, it will not require you to just enter the username again and again, right? So here for us, username, the default username is ec2-user. How do you confirm that it is ec2 user or something? Just when you go here, so when you just say to connect, that time you see here somewhere it will be mentioned, right? For Red Hat we have EC2 user actually, right? Where you'll find. So for different operating system, it will be different default user. So for that documentation, I somewhere I had seen. So this is for EC2-user for this, right? EC2 instance connect. Here you can see here. If you click on third option, right? Browser-based SSH connection. There it is telling the username. So this is how you can look for it. Say like you are installing Ubuntu, right? Or you're installing SUSE or any other operating system. That's how do you know what is the default one? You can simply click on this third option to tell. So we are not using this option to connect. However, what we are doing, we are just seeing this username. What is the username? EC2-user, right? So just saw that. So in my putty, I'm saying EC2-user. Okay.
Where is that? How did you get to this login details?
This is in under connection data is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So you can choose EC2-user. Okay. So you have some many such options, right? You can just explore what all things you can do with this, right? So session, right? So now that I have changed some parameters, this RHEL is written here. That time I will again say save. So even these changes, the font size and all those things will be saved. So next time what I will do is I will just, next time when I try to connect, I'll click on RHEL and I'll click on load. It will be loaded. Okay, making sense? Comfortable with this tool?
Yeah.
Now you see another option, like a lot of features. You can just see like SSH. So when you click on SSH, you see remote command. So remote command is something like whenever you go to the system, so you want to become root. So you can say sudo su dash. If you say sudo su dash, what will happen? As soon as it logs in as EC2 user, it will switch to root. Root is the super user. So when I choose sudo su dash, it will directly switch to root. It will log in as EC2 and immediately it will run this command and it will switch to root as if, so it will avoid me a lot of commands there. I don't have to run sudo su dash and number of times I'll be connecting, so I don't have to run this command. All these features are there in this Putty. You can skip it for now or you can choose it. If you have done already, so SSH, you can just under remote command you can choose sudo su dash, and then you can again go to session and already RHEL is mentioned here. There only you can say save. So it is saved. Now you click on open and you see it says server has host key not copied. This is first time it is asking like that. You just say yes. And you see what is happening here, using username EC2 user authenticating with public key, and then it became root. Right? Let's see if it works for everyone in the first attempt.
Says I'm getting a dialog box. Says,
Yeah, say yes. Say yes. That will be for the first time. It will be saving detail. Say yes.
I was able to connect.
Yes, I'm able to connect.
Sridevi, Subhaya,
Yes.
so you are able to connect, right? Subhaya
Yeah.
and Sridevi, right? Perfect.
Yes.
Prashant, it came
correct.
Came like this, root at like that.
Yes.
Perfect. Pradeep.
Harish, I'm just reopening
Okay.
because I said no to the dialog box, then it got closed.
No problem. You just try it again one more time.
Okay, so I'm opening the Putty configuration pad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm clicking on that RHEL, whatever I saved it, session.
Yeah, correct. And then you click on load. That IP address will come loaded.
Correct. Okay.
Right. Click on connect now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connect or open?
Open option should be there. Yeah.
Okay, open. And sudo we mentioned, right? That
Correct.
SSH is not there. That option on the left side.
You have not chosen sudo, right? So you let it be, not an issue.
No, I chose in the beginning, but after the session got closed,
it will come. Now you
It'll come?
said if you have saved, it will come.
okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Say yes. Did you get
Yes.
root or EC2?
Now I got the SSH now.
Okay.
Okay, SSH, I'll say sudo.
No, you got here EC2 at like that or root?
No, I did not open that.
Oh, you have not clicked on connect. Okay.
Yeah, connect. I'm just entering that SSH sudo command you said, right?
1 second, you wait. 1 second. Let me disconnect and
Okay.
I'll just show you that one more time. Just take a look, please. In Putty, you have like no what we have done all those options. First we did that you just go and validate
Auth.
first this one. See, for session I have nothing, right? So what I'm doing RHEL, I'm just loading it. So everything whatever I
Correct.
have configured has come. Now you go to auth. You see this this file is there.
Auth,
Path?
yes, file is
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Now you go click on SSH.
Okay.
You see sudo su dash is there.
No, it is not there. So I have to enter that.
Okay, just write it.
Okay, done.
Now you go to data.
Okay.
You have auto login username EC2-user.
No, that also gone. I'll say.
Okay. Click on that. Just type it.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Now you want to change the appearance. You can simply change the
Okay,
font size here.
That's fine. Okay.
Now you go to session. Do you have your IP address mentioned here?
Yes.
Now you don't click anywhere. Just click on save first. You have RHEL mentioned here in this?
Yes, yes.
Now click on save.
Yes.
Okay. Now you close this window. Just close.
Okay. Yeah.
Open it.
Okay, let me open. Yeah.
Now you have nothing in hostname, right? Now
Right.
you choose that RHEL and click on load.
Yeah, it's done.
Now you go and check everything. Go back to SSH. You go to auth. Is that path there?
Now, one second. I clicked on RHEL.
Load. Then you click on load. Click on RHEL. Click on load.
Okay, yeah.
IP address came.
Yes.
Now you go back and click on auth. Under connection, under SSH, you have auth.
Yes.
In auth, do you see the path?
Yes, correct.
Now you click on SSH. Do you see sudo su dash mentioned?
Yeah. Yes. Got saved.
Click on data. That username is there?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So now click on session again one more time.
Okay.
Now in that session, whenever you are trying to connect to instance, that time you just come to session, see that IP address should be mentioned there. And then finally click on open, right? And then see, now it's not asking that option. First time it had asked. So it should connect and you should become root.
Okay, but it is opening me, but suddenly getting closed. I don't know why.
Suddenly getting closed.
Yeah, as soon as the window got open and it is getting closed. Let me try again. Just
please try.
Yeah, same thing happening, Harish. Let me share my screen. Can you make me an host?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you are host now. Okay, so please check the IP address again.
Yeah. So
IP address, you just check on the console and match with this one.
right, second got closed.
Yeah.
Okay, session. Okay, load.
Yeah.
You mean to say I need to cross verify the IP address, right?
Yeah, correct. That's right.
Okay, 103. 34. Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah. Now you
Okay.
say open. Click on open.
Yeah, you see that.
Okay, okay, no problem. I can understand. So what is happening here? You are, I think you chose no option initially, right? When you tried to connect to the instance, that time it asked no, yes and no.
Yeah, correct. I said yeah, no.
You chose no, right? So
Yeah.
this has some implication here because that is not allowing here. So just see SSH, go to plus SSH, you just open that one.
Okay.
Host key, more bugs, X auth, click on auth, yeah. Click on auth, that expand that auth in the left side.
Yeah.
Now display pre-authentication banner, bypass it entirely, attempt authentication using this parameter, allow agent forwarding, allow attempted changes, private key for authentication. Okay, then you just look at other parameters, just show me other parameters, SSH and data and everything, you please show me.
Yeah.
SSH,
Data.
where is that SSH and data is going, right? It's not there, right? You had loaded, correct?
No, it is not loaded. See here, loaded. Okay, SSH. Data.
EC2-user you are using, and then auth. Okay, okay. So what you do, we have to do a couple of things, right? One thing, we just check the my IP option in security group, but that should not stop like this.
No, it was fine on the first time actually. So I think that pop-up message.
Yeah, correct. So what you do is you just bring down that, restart that machine, that EC2 machine. It will change the IP. So we'll change that IP.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this IP got blocked here.
Okay.
So
So I have to say.
just restart this. Yeah. Instance state.
Okay.
And
Reboot.
say reboot. Yeah. Say reboot. Yeah. Just reboot it. Say reboot. Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it is getting rebooted. We'll see that option actually. So when, like, no, we connect from one Linux machine to another Linux machine, something. So we'll have some option to remove that, feature, right? Whatever got saved in Putty, I need to not sure where that option should be. So whatever we choose, no, yes or no, that got saved somewhere. Okay. So
Okay.
that we have to explore. So just see, meanwhile
Okay.
that system is coming, just see here where it should be. Maybe in behavior or somewhere. Not on the behavior. Behavior should be one before closing, separate window, system menu.
Selection. No.
So let the IP get changed. So we'll do this. Host keys. Just check host keys under SSH. Host keys. Yeah, correct. Just be here. Okay, profile analysis also different, not related. Auth, again you choose auth. Okay, agent forwarding. Attempt keyboard interactive auth. Attempt TIS. Okay. So not an issue. You just no, not an issue. Now system came back. Let's see.
Yeah.
Different IP came. Choose different IP. That IP
No,
came.
the IP. No, the same IP only.
Just check, cross check. 13 to 34, 113, 12. In the session, you'll have on the top.
Okay.
Oh, same IP address. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just try one more time, then we will shut down and we'll start. So just say
Okay.
open, click on open. Okay, this is doing. Okay, so
Yeah.
now you just click on that action and then you say shut down, stop, stop. No, no,
Stop,
no,
right?
terminate, no, yeah, stop, yeah. Meanwhile, you go to security group. We'll just see that as well. You have option in the left side. You just yeah, security group. So while the system is getting down, so we'll just see this one. So here you have option for SG, Linux SG, right? Click on that,
Yeah.
security group ID, second one. Yeah, select that, yeah. So go to inbound rule, click on that, click on ID, that blue color, second one, ID, right one, yeah, click on that. So you'll have inbound, edit inbound rule. So please click on that inbound rule, edit inbound rule. We have 106, 51, 29, 120, 32, right? So please choose again. Let's see if it remains same. Yeah, now choose my IP. Changed, huh? Same.
Yeah. Same.
Same, right? So now you come down and try to save. If it is same, it will say it is same. Save rule.
Yeah.
You have not made any change, right? So it's same.
Yeah.
This is
Same.
not an issue. So this is not an issue. Sometimes what happens? IP address changes or something, right? So this is
Okay.
not an issue. This is eradicated. Now your system must be down. Please bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let the system come. So actually what happens that server host key will be there, right? So that host key, like whether it should be cached or it should not be cached, right? So
Okay.
some kind of to avoid some kind of issue. Yeah, now you got different types, right? So let's try with
Yeah.
this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The system is not up.
Yeah, let it come up. Yeah. Let's wait for a while. So this is just a workaround, not the right
Okay.
approach. However, like let's do this quickly. Then I'll find out if any where there should be option. No, so from cache we can remove that. So it should
Okay.
be better. Yeah. So let it come back. Let's see whether that is an option. That is an issue. Just try to refresh. You have that refresh option in the top. Yeah, so it's good. So you can
Yeah.
copy that IP or you can copy public DNS maybe. Top one, just copy the public DNS. Yeah, you have that copy button, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now you just paste that in Putty. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, just first you load that RHEL, or leave it. No need to load. Just say open. Click on open.
Yeah.
Say yes. Okay, good. Say EC2-user. Enter. No supported authentication methods available. Server sent public key. Fatal error. Okay. Public key. Okay. Say okay. I think we need to load the key. It is not loaded. So because we
Okay.
didn't load, right? Here, just load this time public key. Yeah, load it. Now change that IP to that name. Copy paste that IP. Copy that IP. Yeah. Now save it. Save. Open. So now, okay, something wrong is happening. So now what you do, just remove that options, whatever you have chosen additional options. In that putty.exe, you have chosen some places, you have chosen some options, right? So this RHEL you delete.
Okay.
Delete this.
Okay.
Yeah. So now just choose default setting.
Okay.
Load it. Okay. Now you go to SSH.
Okay.
Just go to auth. Choose that path .ppk. Okay. So now here you go up and session. Here you just paste that no, just bring that public name.
DNS. Okay.
Yeah. Now you say save. Just give some name RHEL.
Okay.
Save. Say open. Okay. Just type EC2-user. Enter.
Enter.
Yeah. See, some typo maybe there somewhere. I am, that profile that you created, right?
Okay.
So looks like some typo or something got saved with that. Some option, right?
Okay.
Got saved. So I just missed that. What was the exact issue? Right. However, I troubleshooted on that option when we did not choose that EC2 and all those options we were trying, right? So when we
Yeah.
did not choose and directly tried to connect, so it came, this terminal came and it asked for username, right? So whenever we try to connect to the server, and if it is asking for the username, login prompt comes, right? That means there is no network issue, there is no firewall issue, there is no problem, right? You are able to reach to the server, right? So
Yeah.
as soon as I saw the prompt first time when you tried EC2 Termination, I understood that there is no problem with respect to firewall or anything else. Then as soon as you entered, no, it says that authentication method is not there. So then we understood that load key is missing, right? So when we loaded key with the previous profile, right, it was not connecting. You saw, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We did not use the previous profile, and we tried to connect using without any profile, some default profile. Then it connected, right? So there must be some misconfiguration, right? With the
Okay.
previous option. So it was not even related to the cache,
Okay.
because cache would not be stored without even storing the cache. We can connect, right? So that was not an issue. The issue was some misconfiguration. So fine. Now you can just disconnect this.
Okay. So should
Yeah.
I close it directly?
Yeah, you can just close. You can again go to Putty and you can just configure it. Now, just click on Putty. Yeah, so now just paste that, load this and paste that, just load it.
Okay. You want me to load?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So now you
Yeah.
can go to data.
Okay.
Here you can type EC2-user.
Yeah.
Now you go to SSH.
Yeah.
Here you can say Yeah, sudo su dash. No, there is the problem. I found it. This is the problem actually. You have to put a space and then dash.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah. So now you go to the session. Now you click on save. Save. Now
Okay.
you click on open. Here you go. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. So
Okay, let
what
me.
we'll do now? Yeah. You can make me host. Okay.
Yeah, I made you as host. Yeah.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. So let me share my screen here. Fine. So
Yes.
we are on the EC2 instance, right? So you all are here. You all got EC2 instances connected
Yes.
to it, correct? So far, what we have been doing, we have created security group, we have created the EFS file system, we have launched one EC2 Red Hat Enterprise Linux instance, we have connected to the Red Hat instance using Putty, right? Now we will be hosting our website inside EC2, right? So this is our second website that we are going to host, correct? We hosted
Yes.
website earlier somewhere?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday in S3 bucket, correct? Correct? So that
Yes.
was
Yes.
static
Yes.
website in S3 bucket, right? We didn't have much options and choices there. However, you can host your website inside EC2 instance. That means on your server, you can have your web server running, right? With all the flexibilities, right? And all the options, whatever you wish, right? So we'll quickly launch a website in our EC2 instance, right? So what we are planning? We are planning to host the website. So what do we need for that? We need to run a couple of commands here, correct? On this server. So you're comfortable with the Linux command prompt, anyone? Linux, Red Hat or any other Linux commands? Not comfortable? Just run some date command. See, it's showing some date, right? You see, run some cal command. You see some calendar, it's showing, right? It's taking some time. 6:58 UTC, it is showing.
Yes.
Correct. So you just run some command like uptime, showing for how long the system has been up and running. Right? This is up and running for last 49 minutes. Right? So like that, right? Few commands are there. There is something like fdisk -l. I say fdisk -l will show me my block devices. You see xvda is there, and then there is one dev xvdb, right? So what did I run? fdisk -l, and it is showing xvda. Under xvda you have two partitions, xvda 1 and 2, and then it is showing xvdb. Can you relate to these devices? Have you seen this anywhere previously? Did you configure this? Just take a look. This is 10 GB and this is 1 GB.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
this
we
one?
created.
We created, right?
Yeah.
Is this EBS? Is this EBS root volume, this 10 GB?
Yeah.
Correct? And this 1 GB, right? So this is also EBS volume that additionally we added.
Created. Yeah.
This is also EBS. So both these devices are EBS. The only thing is this device, one partitions have been created, right? Partitions have been created here. In this device, there is no partition created it, right? And this is not mounted or something. This is when you run mount command. So what do you see? Just you can use clear to clear the screen. Just run clear to clear the screen and run mount command. So what does mount command show? The file systems that are mounted on your machine. So what do you see here? Somewhere you will see, right? This one. Is it also familiar to you? Please let me know if you can relate.
We have seen this in the
While creating?
security group.
No.
No. Okay.
See, this is a path, right, of a file system, right? File system ID is this, and this is called.
EFS. Okay.
Remember we created EFS?
Right there we saw that.
And then whatever this EFS was there, it was showing on the configure instance page, it was showing this path, right? Where do you want to mount this? That path I told you, please note this, right? You'll see this path. So if I say CD and if I give this path, right? So I am there, my directory is mntefs fs1. So this is my path where this is actually elastic file system EFS mntefs fs1. This is an elastic file system. If you just say cat/etc/fstab, so in fstab file you will have an entry for this file system EFS, right? And it will be mounted on fs1 file system using NFS4 protocol, right? So this is a file system where I can simply say echo test1 and then I'll redirect to test1.txt. So if I say ls-l, you see test1.txt file got created. Can you create one file? Can you cd to this directory? Just cd to this directory using cd command. Use this command cd mntefs fs1. Just run the mount command and look for this mntefs fs1. You put it there and then do cd. Once you do cd, you run pwd. Just see that no, you are in this path, and then you can do echo test1 greater than test1.txt. So you will be creating a test file. Then you can do cat. You will do lsfnl to see that, and then you will do cat and the file name, and you can see the content of the file also. Please try this. So what we are doing, using history command, you can see. Okay, try these commands. Please let me know once you are comfortable with these commands. Easy ones, right?
Yes, Harish. I was able to do that.
Perfect.
What is that cat command?
Cat command is to display the content of the file. So using this echo command, I have forwarded this output text test1 to test1.txt file. So now this test1.txt contains this data, test1 data. Now when I say cat this file name, then it will show me the data. If you have already, whatever you write here will go inside that file. Now when you say cat, it will show that content of the file. Okay. All good?
No, I actually wanted to know what you written for cat after that.
Oh, cat and the file name test1.txt.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I created a file by saying echo test1 and greater than, and test1.txt name I gave. You can give any file name. So say like you can say echo, right? Are you all in this directory? In this mnt efs fs1? Just run pwd and you will be sure where you are, whether in mnt efs fs1 or not. Please check.
Now, how to clear this everything? I want to start from the beginning.
Clear. Simply just
Okay.
run clear command. Now
No,
what you
Harish,
need to do? Yeah.
no, particular command. I'm out of that. So how do I bring that?
Pradeep, you are having this command line. Okay. So you have
Can you say enter?
okay. I think you have run that echo command and you have okay. Do Control C,
Control.
Control and C together.
Okay. Got it.
Fixed, right?
PWD.
Yeah. Now you just do PWD.
Okay.
Now is it showing MNT FS1?
Correct.
Okay, good. So here you do ls-l. Is it showing any file?
No,
Not
I
showing?
don't have total 0. Yeah.
Okay. Then what you do? Just say echo. Okay.
Okay.
Here you can say my data 1. Simply you can say my
Okay.
data 1 and you can simply do a greater than space, right, and test1.txt. You can just give some file name or
Okay.
file1.txt, whatever you wish. You can say file1.txt or test1.txt. That file will be created. If you do ls-l, you'll see that file is created. Saw it?
Yes, created.
Now you just do cat test1.txt. It will show you the content of test1.txt. If you say cat file1.txt, it will show you content of file1.txt. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So what we have done, we have used this file system, right? This is EFS file system, right? See, EFS file system, this is, we have used this file system to store the data. EFS file system was created, then it got mounted to our machine, right? And now we have used this to store the data. Just run cd command, all of you. Just run cd and enter. All of you tested this, keeping this file here?
Yes.
Prashant, you could do that?
Yes.
Perfect. Subhaya?
Oh, okay, that file. Okay, one more we have to create.
No, one file you created, that is enough.
Okay, I have created that one, test1.txt.
Perfect. Now all of you just click, type cd and press enter.
Yes.
After, yeah. Now you just do pwd and tell me what is the current directory.
root/root.
So just recognize that directory, that is your home directory, because you are root. You see, you logged in as root because you logged in as EC2 and then you switch to root. So you are root. So what is the home directory of root? /root. Okay. So this is the few commands related to Linux operating system, right? So what we have seen here, we have seen the EBS volume that we had additionally created, that is also there, that is in the fdisk output, and then EFS volume, that EFS file system is mounted. So that is mounted here. How we can see? You can also say df-ht command. So like that, if you see df-h, small h, capital T, T will tell you the file system type, H will be human readable. So df is the actual command. So here it shows this EFS volume is of type NFS4, right? This size, whatever file we have put, that is the size, right? And then it is MNT EFS FS1. This is mounted on MNT EFS FS1 file system. That is the mount point, local mount point, right? So you just say you mount, just say you mount, and then give that directory name and press enter. Done, all of you? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now you have done this. Just do up arrow 2 times. Again you run df-ht. Do you see that file system here? Is it there now? Earlier it was there somewhere. This one.
Yes. No,
Is
it's
it
not
there? It's
No.
not there now, right?
Yes.
See? So that is unmounted. That is a file system, EFS file system that we have unmounted. Now we want to mount it. How do we mount it? Mount, because there is entry in fstep file that I had shown, you can use that, or you can simply say mount and then this directory name, right? Because there is entry in fstep. So then it will mount this file system, or whatever entries are there in the fstep. You want to mount everything, you simply say mount -a. Everything will be mounted, and then if you see df-ht, that NFS has come again. See, came, right?
Yes.
Came, right? So now what had happened when we did umount, and then this one, that file system had disappeared. That time if you say ls-l, that time if you say cd to that file system, and if you say ls-l, nothing was there. See, my current directory is mntefs fs1, nothing is there. See, nothing is there, correct? Because I have unmounted the target. Whatever was the file system, actual file system, that I have unmounted. Now I don't have the data, I don't have the file system. So when I just come out of it, I just say mount -a, right? And now if I go to mntefs fs1, right? And now if I say ls-l, it shows me my files, correct? So you understood? The file system should be mounted. If you want to access that file system, it should be mounted, it should be accessible, right?